In all of the years that I have been covering American politics, specifically with a focus on covering what the Republicans are trying to do, I have come to one conclusion that at this point really is irrefutable. And that conclusion is that Republicans hate America. No matter which way you slice it, no matter how you define the word America, perhaps America means our system of government. You know, the same government that Republicans are trying to currently destroy by cutting back government jobs, by slashing funding for government organizations to the point where they can't do their jobs, by repealing regulations, giving these government agencies even less to do. Destroying the government means that you hate America. Maybe America doesn't refer to the government. Maybe it refers to land itself, the physical being of America. Well, if we're talking about the environment, Donald Trump this week alone has repealed Obama-era climate protections. He's opening up more areas for drilling and coal exploitation. He's promised a full repeal of the Obama Clean Power Plan that reduced the emissions allowable from coal-fired power plants, and overall just allowed even more pollution to spew into our land, our water, and our air over the United States. Now, if you loved America, if you loved the environment, you wouldn't do that. But if you hate it, yeah, you would. But maybe America's not a government or a piece of land. Maybe it's the people. The people really do make up the United States. So what have the Republicans done to the people? Well, they're trying to cut Medicaid so low-income people no longer have health insurance. They're trying to privatize Social Security so our grandparents, elderly in the United States, don't have any form of secured, dedicated, promised retirement money because the majority of them do not have individual retirement funds. Most Americans can't afford that. They're trying to raise taxes on the middle class. They're trying to keep college tuition the same, if not expand it, so students have to pay even more. They're not doing anything to solve the student loan crisis, so banks are charging higher interest rates, making kids pay even more and stay in debt for 30 or 40 years after graduating. They're shipping our jobs overseas so that these kids who go to college with 30 years worth of debt under their belt can't get a job when they get out. All of this adds up, and this is not all uniquely Trump. This is what Republicans in the United States have been doing for decades. And it's because they hate America. And I challenge anyone to deny that, because you can't. When you look at it in black and white and see what Republicans have done to this country for decades, there's no denying the fact that they hate it. They hate this place. They hate the government. They hate the environment. They hate the people. They love the corporations. They love the top 1%. But everything else, screw it. Let it go to hell. Let it burn down. Let people die because they don't get health insurance. As long as we keep those corporations happy, and as long as we, Republicans, keep our job in the federal government that those idiot taxpayers are paying us a yearly salary to do. That's the way government works today. And the only question I have is why anyone in the country would vote for a Republican unless you happen to make more than $500,000 a year and qualify to be in that top 3 or 4% of income earners. Because in reality, if people really understood what they were voting for, if they took the time to research it, they would understand that the only people who benefit from the policies of the Republican Party are the top 1% of income earners in the United States. So really, in any given election, Republicans should never get more than 1% of the vote. The rest of the government would be filled with people that actually do care. Maybe they don't have the same core belief system as you, but they do think that you shouldn't die because you can't get health insurance. Or they think that you shouldn't die because the water coming out of your faucet is tainted with lead and mercury and arsenic and fracking chemicals. Or maybe, just maybe, they think that you shouldn't lose your entire life savings because we let criminal bankers get away with those kind of crimes. Republicans hate this country, and their voting records prove it. The only question is, how long are the voting records of the American public going to allow these America haters to continue to hold office. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you've done all those things, please check out all the videos below. Stay up to date with everything we do here at Ring of Fire.